Greetings, geeks and nerds. I'm Lady Universe and White and Nerdy. And let's talk about one of my personal favorite comic book writers out there, Judd Winick. Depending on who you ask, Judd Winick is usually a type of guy that has a lot of good work behind him, or not so much good work. See, Judd Winick is usually one of those strange writers very similar to Grant Morrison, but he makes these strange ideas somehow work. Like, for example, his run that I really love and might go back and review and revisit at some time on this channel just for the hell of it is Exiles, which is a perfect book that he had done, especially a really good X-Men team that he was told you can use any X-Men from, past, future, present, whatever, that you want on this team and use them in any way that you want to. And he did it very creatively. But one thing that you guys probably don't know about Judd Winick that I didn't find out until just recently, as I'm recording this, is that the dude actually made a line of books, but about children's superheroes. A children's superhero series called Hilo. Hilo is a book series that Judd Winick has just did. It's a series about, well, what else would you expect, but a team of basically weird things happening, but mostly it's about a team of child superheroes, like, for example, the boy that came to Earth, the girl who broke the world, so on and so forth. He didn't just do the series alone, he worked alongside Marta Liho. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name, I apologize if I didn't, who was the artist on the series. In case you don't know who Judd Winick is, you probably have heard of this guy. He is a wonderful, fantastic writer that worked on things like Batman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and a bunch of others. So hey, it's what you need. And also the dude is has an AIDS activist, so also supports AIDS and, the fight against AIDS and everything. And in case people are wondering, if I can come across more of the Highwell books, I'd actually would love to read them. But that's not why you guys are here. You're here to see me talk about one of Judd Winick's really weird creations, the Mighty. What is the Mighty? Well, not Carol Danvers. I want you guys to really think about this one. You know Captain Marvel? Not Carol Danvers, I mean Marvel. See, the original Captain Marvel was a hero in the timeline before he was reinvented with Peter David, who basically made Captain Marvel Jr. kind of that was the son of Marvel, and instead of inheriting his father's ability, he was given two gifts. Bands of power that he clashes together to gain the abilities of Captain Marvel. A really unique concept. So this is, or kind of think of like Ms. Marvel. You know how Ms. Marvel got her band from her grandmother, and that they were told it had like special abilities or whatnot? Kind of the same thing here. You'll see what I mean. Judd Winick did a really good job with this. So you're probably wondering, why is there a girl and why is there a Bigfoot? Oh, so many questions total time. So let's dive into Judd Winick's The Mighty and see just how Judd Winick made this idea really work pretty damn well. Also, I'm not going to spoil this, but this book has a really good message, especially not just for adults like me, but for kids. So hang on in there until the end of this video. But for now, let's dive into Judd Winick The Mighty and see how Judd made this work. The cover is really nice. It kind of shows off what you'll be seeing in the series. And plus, the name The Mighty, we'll get to in a minute that the main character's friend start up for her. But it's bright and colorful and really gives that vibrant pop. Kind of gives you a look at the city, a look at the hero, the creators and everything. It's quite nice. And also, I don't know if Hiro is the name of the original boy that Judd Winick had created or not. That's the name of the book series after. And then on the back of it, you get a nice little nod. Is Miranda the hero the world needs? Well, we're gonna have to see if that is true or not. But, case in point, I really do love this cover, so let's dive in. We open up to Willow City, where a young girl named Miranda is running away and running into some hijinks while chasing after a car. We'll know the answer why she's doing this later, but of course she is hesitant to basically stop them in any possible need necessary, which the guys almost hit her and almost hit the cats at the same time. Are you all okay? I thought they stopped. Anybody furry butt broken? Ugh, what is that stink? Why are you purring? What's so awesome that... Oh, so gross, rotten seafood. Sure, yes, enjoy, dig in. I have other fish to fry. Meanwhile, Miranda still goes after the two idiotic, people. We shouldn't have stolen his car. I know. We're so bad at this. I know. Look, the kid's fine. The car's fine. We're fine. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Until a giant force comes down and smashes the car, terrifying the two thieves about what their possible fate is going to be. And we get to meet Miranda. I'm a pretty regular 12-year-old. I like skating, hip-hop, pictures of baby rhinos, Indian food, this man who plays the keyboard every Wednesday on 10th Street, my neighbor's cat, our fellow chunky cats, Chess, one of my French bulldog Pepito burps, and I like being neat and tidy. Well, I'm very organized. I can't help it. I like things when things are in order. It's so annoying, but it feels just better when all my stuff is in the proper place. And so thus we know who Miranda is and what she likes to do. Look at the observatory. Basically, she is obsessed with astronomy. Well, we get to meet her teacher, Miss Musa, and basically how she thinks that she is awesome, especially for taking the kids and the team on to sing. But we get to meet Miranda's family. Her mother is an emergency medical technician, also already a superhero in this case, and her father is the owner of a restaurant. So, again, very nice nod. They're both bananas awesome, and they love me. But I know how organized I gotta be might annoy them. A wee tiny little bit. Mom, where are my clothes? Did you forget to do my laundry? Is it my job to do the laundry? Yes! This week it is! Look at the job wheel. It's literally your job this week. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was Sam's turn. I can't believe he's gone. He's at college, Mom. He's not dead. Hey, don't you dare say dead and your brother in the same sentence. These are seriously bad vibes. And it keeps going on like this with Miranda basically bitching while they miss her brother Sam, who is not gone. Which, of course, Miranda does not like wearing what she has to wear. You can wear these sweatpants. Oh. What? Oh. I am a monster. Meanwhile, we cut over to Primrose Manor, where we meet Paulina Primrose, aka a villain known as the Peacock. No, I don't know why, but I'm going to assume it has something to do with her hair. Also, she wears those heels. Paulina Primrose, known to many as the Peacock. Just don't get calling her that. She's the most powerful criminal in World City. Yeah, because the original guy was someone not to be tangled with. She's planning to rob a bunch of banks, but her henchman or sidekick Benny tells her that no, they were not as successful as they pretty much had supposed to be. And when someone accidentally calls her the Peacock, she launches them straight into the sea. Shall we fish him out and catapult him again? Yup! How many more times? Until I tell you to stop and get someone to rob those 3 other banks. All of you, listen to me and listen good. I'm going to take this city, and no one is going to stop me. Yeah, because they'll be too busy laughing at your ridiculous outfit and hair color. I mean, my God, woman. Back over to Miranda, we get to meet her best friend, Nick Solano, a.k.a. Zoe. They're kind of awful. Awful? No. These are a disaster. These are a tempo pile-up wreck of epic proportion. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even see that there's a girl on the butt. They are so much worse, and you love them. I love them! They've got this ugly superhero costume thing going on, which fits since you saved Leo from the jerkitude that is Justin. Leo owes you for that. You're the one who told me that Justin's jacket was a knockoff. You can tell by the stitching is whack. I feel bad for Leo. Yeah, I heard his mom just lost her job. He's getting old clothes from the neighbors and stuff. And you get to see a little bit of characteristic moment, which actually was very nice that they feel for someone that they don't really know. Also, I'm pretty sure that Judd Winick is trying to say that Nicholas is gay because that's how he played out in this. So, very, very smart if that was true. Over to a class, Miranda starts not feeling very well, and she even gets basically overheated. What's worse is that she finds out that she's going through a very awkward transformation, kind of turning into a giant purple monster, and she does not know what is happening, or also she does not know how to control this weird transformation that seems to be happening. While at gym class, Miranda still doesn't feel well because she's out in the heat, but what's even more surprising is that she mysteriously got powers. And then what's even more surprising is that when she shoots the basketball, she didn't hit the target, but instead managed to bounce the basketball off a building and land God knows where. Even her teacher is very surprised. Miranda's trying to get content of this and try to see what's going on. And trying to think maybe, just maybe I can figure out what's going on with me and why this weird stuff is happening. And she tried hiding this very creatively from her parents, but unfortunately, Nick is the one that actually figures out that there is something pretty weird going on, but she will not tell her family since she doesn't want them to worry since, well, her family had been through a lot. We'll see how that all goes later. It's of course, she's even basically scared about what's happening. Zoe, could you stay over? Everything's a mess and these things keep happening and I'm scared. Sure. Your bathrooms are really nice here too. You're weird. I know. And we get that nice character moment as we get to see a giant being basically swinging through the forest and the trees, and of course it leads into Miranda transforming into, well, this thing. So Nicholas did some research and he found a woman that actually wrote a book report upon the beast of Willow, something that existed long ago. She establishes that the beast has been around for centuries, and what's more is that people look at this beast as a hero, a creature that comes out and attacks those that are basically desperate in their form, and that is a protector of the people and a fighter for justice. But then 30 years afterwards, it just stopped. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but she exactly tells her something else that she didn't put in the book, but only to protect the identity of the person that she was writing about. The fact that this creature is a person, someone who transformed into the monster, and that it's a gift passed along inside of a family. And Miranda soon understands how and why she got the ability because of a birthmark that she shared with her mother. I skipped over it because I wanted to talk about it later, but her and her mom kind of have like a Wonder Twin thing, and it's really adorable where they talk about having the same birthmark. And as you can see, it's the birthmark of the beast. Which, strangely enough, Miranda's mother didn't inherit the abilities, but Miranda did, and she kind of understands why after, well, what her mother had been through. As we found out, Miranda's mother, she's a breast cancer survivor who miraculously survived, and she survived for 6 years. But she just said that they want to retest her since she's not feeling well, and it's a possibility that, well, her breast cancer might have come back, but this worries Miranda. But now she understands what she does. Now she understands how the power's been passed down. And in knowing this, she actually does some really good with the power. At first, when Miranda got the abilities, she didn't want them. She rejected them. She didn't want to be different. She didn't want to be this creature that suddenly she could transform into. She wanted nothing to do with it, and she really did not want the responsibilities. But eventually, she did some good by turning around her responsibilities and becoming the hero that the city deserved. And in doing so, she's doing what her mother probably would have done, and she's doing her mother proud. She's using her newfound powers and abilities to become a hero that the people deserved, much like how her mother is a hero both by being an EMT and by being a breast cancer survivor. So this girl is definitely going places. Meanwhile, we cut to an Australian hunter, yes, seriously, and I apologize to any of my Australian viewers if I screw up an Australian accent, which of course they're talking about him hunting down a tiger, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants something bigger and better. And so thus he's headed for the world city for the beast. And there seems to be a bear or possibly an ape loose in Willow City. This woman called from America and she insisted that you might find it interesting. Who? Mrs. Primrose? Primrose. Yes. Gather the crew. Gather up the jets. We're going to Willow City. Why? Why, yes. We're going hunting. And we get this nice little homage of a bear behind him saying that he's probably gonna stuff and mount this creature. Speaking of Miranda, after she saves some people, this hunter, whoever that he is, starts attacking her and trying to see how good that she is and basically what she does, how powerful that she is, etc., etc. They try to trap her with a net, but it goes as well as you expect. She tries to jump away, but what's even worse is that he managed to put a tracker on her. Even though getting in trouble with the police, he still managed to track her and still managed to basically get her identity. While at a science fair doing volcano, Nick finds out that the person that's there, the Australian, is actually tracking Miranda. And what's more is that he tells her to get the hell out of there. But Miranda doesn't know how until he creates a distraction. He drinks the explosives and then throws them up on the hunter. I'm so sorry. That is why I wanted to call my mommy and daddy. My tum-tum was all icky. I didn't have time for this. I do. And thus it leads to Miranda basically trying to think of a way out of this, and she knows that the best way how is to confront this hunter, whomever that he is. And so thus Miranda has her true calling of a hero, stopping the hunter and basically telling him off. There is only one beast here, and it's not me. Don't eat me. I don't eat junk food. Boom! Xena! Mighty! Mighty. And that is exactly what they call her. As Nicholas points out, hey officers, isn't all this junk illegal for the Australian to have? And so thus they arrest him. What's more is that there's a building on fire, and Miranda thinks that she can save who's ever inside, which is the observatory. So she crashes in and finds a whole group of people, including her own teacher, Miss Musa, who she ends up saving despite of what's going on, and accidentally said that she knows who she is before the building comes crumbling down right on top of them. But it's okay, as Mighty saves them exactly how she's supposed to do, and drops to the ground and tells people that she's gonna become the hero that this city needs. The city's broken, and she might be the only person that can repair it. As everything pretty much wraps up pretty nicely. Her mother is cured of her cancer, so no more breast cancer for her, and Nicholas made Miranda a very special gift out of spandex, saying that superheroes need costumes. And thus, the Mighty is born, and thus is prepared for more adventures. And what's even more so is that we get a nice little, nod about the Mighty. And also that the Peacock will be coming back, but not only that, there could be a team up in the future with the other high-low heroes, ending our story. The message of the Mighty might not be there for everyone. You might not see it at first, but it's there. And the message behind the Mighty is, 1, never bully somebody for being different. 2, always expect the unexpected. And 3, never doubt any amazing talents that might be passed down to you. Because if one person can't be the hero a city deserves, maybe the next person can. And thus, I really have to say that the Mighty really surprised me. I bought this on a whim because it just sounded interesting from the back of it. And then when I read it, it's a lot more funnier and charming than anything that I could ever have expected. And especially from someone like Judd Winick, this was something I was not expecting from the guy, but I really did love it. The artwork is fantastic, the story is amazing, especially with all the twists that Judd Winick put in, like, Miranda's mom being an EMT worker, but she's also a breast cancer survivor. It's just a wonderful thing. Having a best friend who's gay, who's also picked on because of it, is something that a lot of people can really relate to in the LGBTQ community. So, again, very nice touch. And that's why I really did like Miranda. She was a girl that basically kinda had everything, but changed her life for the better when she found out that her mom had breast cancer, and she changed her ways to help her mom. And thus, knowing that she was destined for greatness was the cherry on top of the cake, doing something that her mom would have been proud of, becoming a hero. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Rage Universe. I brought new to keep getting on. Be sure to check out the Hyrule series by Judd Winick, especially Reading the Mighty. It is amazing. And this wasn't something that I wish that I could have done when I was younger. Well, hopefully this might help some people get an idea of like a children's book series that I would be happy to read and review. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in the voice. I new to keep on. And be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Join me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care.